got a big mouth, can't help it. I talk from my heart, I'm real, you know what I'm saying? Whatever comes, comes. But my controversy probably. And it's not my fault. I'm trying to find my way in the world, you know, I'm trying to be somebody instead of just make money off everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I go down paths that haven't been traveled before, and I usually mess up. But I learn, you know what I'm saying? I come back stronger. You know, I'm not talking ignorant, you know what I'm saying? So I obviously put thought into what I do.
What's going on, everyone? This is the Boomerang Effect with Queen Quee. I am so happy you decided to join me on this journey called life. We will be discussing topics like celebrity gossip, life lesson, politics, and etc. This is a judge-free zone. Think of me as that homegirl that is so down the earth you feel like you have been knowing for years. Remember, the motto is never judge a book by its cover before opening it up and reading it. And it's okay to agree to disagree, but just stand on what you're saying, period. So sit back, enjoy, and leave voicemail, comments, likes, shares, or whatever you feel to get your voice out there. I really appreciate it. Love, peace, and unity. Mwah! What's going on, everyone? This is your girl, Queen Quee, and this is the Boomerang Effect. This is Hot Topic 4. Let's get right on into it. So, the first thing up is Wendy Williams. She had came out with some allegations about her being sexually assaulted, and it will be in her upcoming biopic. And everybody knows Wendy Williams is a very alpha female. Well, I'm not going to too much say alpha female because her ex-husband, she was like very submissive. Let's just say very submissive when it came down to him. It was kind of like she was definitely ride or die. So I'm not gonna say that she was just so totally, you know what I'm saying, headstrong on I'm a woman and I got this and I got that. I don't need a man. But she has always been outspoken, always in other people's business, and therefore she came out and she had confessed about her being raped. She has told a story about her being raped, and let's listen to a clip.
Is sharing her sexual assault story. Her upcoming Lifetime biopic, Wendy Williams, the movie, will revisit some of the TV personality's toughest times, including her struggles with substance abuse and her divorce from longtime husband, Kevin Hunter. The film will also cover Williams' never-before-told story of date rape at the hands of late R&B singer Sharik, an artist from the 1980s. During a panel promoting the movie on Tuesday, Williams said she met Sharik during an interview. She said she was mesmerized by the star who invited her to an album release party and raped her before the event. Williams, who executive produced the biopic, said that making the movie was a chance for her to clarify some misconceptions about her and present the truth. Wendy Williams' movie premieres January 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Lifetime.
Okay, that was a clip for someone summarizing it up. And wow, that was definitely surprising when it had hit the fan and stuff like that, because a lot of people was trying to see like where did this come from, and why did she wait so long to say this? Why have she been kind of keeping this inside? And also his widow wife that he had kids with, she was very upset. She questioned Whitney motive. She also said, why say something and it's 20 and 30 years later? And that's the question of the day. When is a good time to speak out? Because in my opinion, I will have to play devil advocate. I know I'm not saying it right, but I would have to, I would definitely have to see it both ways. Now, I do feel like I have never been in a position where I have been a victim of any kind of sexually assault. But I can only imagine, once again, like I talked about in another podcast, of how so many victims sometimes either blame themselves, or they're so ashamed, or they have this personality for being a strong headed person, whether it's a man or a woman. So when you are violated in a certain type of way, you tend not to want that type of attention. You tend to, deal with a lot of mental issues from your, you know what I'm saying, from the inside. So it's hard to kind of speak on it because you have a motive of not having everybody in your business. Now, Wendy is coming out with the biopic. So, of course, she put that in the movie because let's just keep it real. Drama does sell. And I think that whenever a victim speaks out, someone should listen. It's very important because sitting back and not saying anything and just letting that stuff harbor over your heart, and you have to see this person every day, whether especially when they're a celebrity, when they're like in the news and all on blogs and stuff like that. So we don't know, that could have basically spewed a lot of her hatred and misery. And let's just be honest, Wendy have been very vocal about doing drugs and stuff like that in her past, cocaine and hard liquor and everything else. So by her speaking now, you can never tell a victim, oh, it's too late. Or you know what I'm saying, like, or what's your motive? Why say nothing now? It doesn't matter if they say something a year after the allegation, 10 minutes after the allegation, or 10 years. The fact of the matter is, it's something that they need to get off their chest, and they definitely need to bring it to the limelight. Now, with his wife, because she was just like, she didn't believe it and this and that. Let me tell you something. Everybody got a pass. Everybody ain't no saint. And only thing that I can say that I feel for this family and his widow is that he is gone. So it's like it's two sides to every story. So I hate that he is passed away and she decided to speak up now, because now he doesn't even have he can't defend himself. And that's why a lot of people was upset, because it was kind of like, well, he can't even defend himself, so we just have to go with her word. And that's sad, because I'm pretty sure that if one of your loved one passed away and somebody came out with all these allegations and it's been years later, it's like it irritates and it'll definitely hurt you. But at the end of the day, you cannot take a blind eye. Definitely don't automatically accuse a victim of lying about a situation just because they decided to protect their feelings, their sanity, by keeping quiet. So prayers going to Wendy Williams, because I can only imagine how this biopic turned out, because she definitely, I think that this biopic will basically bring a lot of her issues to light of why she is the way she is. Because when you think about it, Wendy is very sheltered and she was off to herself. The only person that was really up underneath her a lot, and she stayed up underneath a lot, was her son and her husband. So when her husband ended up, cheating and getting his mistress pregnant, that he was with for over 10 years, that took a toll on her mentally and physically. So this biopic might be therapeutic, and it'll also give us a better look of why she said that. So do you think, the question is, when is a good time for a victim to speak out? When do you think that it's right that Wendy is speaking out now? Do you feel like it's too late? She should let it go. She should consider his wife and his kids. Or do you think that when it comes down to being a victim, it's never too late? My opinion is never too late. And I just hope and I wish she would have did it when he was living. So therefore, that he would be able to defend himself. And like I said at the beginning of the recording, you stand on what you say, period. Like I said it, yeah, like, I'm not scared of you. I can look you in your eye. Because some people, you have to understand, some people are victims when they're kids, when they're 4 or 5 years old. And then next thing you know, once they become an adult, they're able to confront uh, I'm sorry, they're able to confront their attacker, especially if their attacker is a family member or someone that was in their close circle. So never doubt someone or basically shame someone for coming out at a certain time. Yes, I understand that coming out at a certain time is definitely a big risk, because you're thinking about, if he did this or she did this to you, just imagine how many other people they kept doing it to, especially when you never spoke up, or you never sit up here and probably, reported it and stuff like that. If they feel like they can get away with you, trust and believe me, you was not the first and you're not the last victim. So I just pray for everyone who has been through through something like that, just know, please go get help. Please tell somebody, and definitely don't feel ashamed because it was never your fault. It was never your fault. Uh okay, next subject will be with Jason Lee. Jason Lee had trademarked Kaya the Rapper a tagline called Gag Order. And a lot of people was upset because they feel like that's shady. And like, how could you go trademark somebody's stuff that has been saying it for years? And you just came along and stole their stuff and stuff like that. That's not right. So my opinion on this is that she went through this. I feel like this. She went through this way with T.S. Madison when she was on another show. And the thing that got me is the simple fact is that when will you learn to handle your business? As people, don't ever think that your ideal is simply not good enough. And what I mean by that is that, it's a lot of little sayings and inventions that has been thought of by people that is naturally talented, but they did not take the steps to go ahead and trademark it or act on it. So then therefore you have somebody on the outside that sit up here and see that is growing, is banging. Next thing you know, they got your whole idea. They're making bucks off of it. Even these people that do viral videos, they end up doing these viral videos. And granted, it goes viral. You got somebody that probably posted it, stole it from your page and posted. You just clowning, acting the fool. The video went viral and they're making thousands of money off of you. While you sitting over there like, oh, okay, I'm known all around the world, but I don't have a dollar to my name. So with Kaya is an independent artist, and if anybody listen to her, they know Kaya tell it like it is. She has a lot of little sayings. She can read somebody down to the ground, but I really do hate it because this is not only the first time, this is her second. She probably had way more other ideas that were stolen from her too. And don't get me wrong, some people probably don't care because it's like, okay, I'll bounce back after that. But you have to start thinking to yourself, like, when are you going to invest in yourself? What's the saying say? Don't hate the player, hate the game. So yeah, but business wise, Jason Lee was kind of shady for doing it. But then on the other hand, you have to understand, how much did you think of yourself? Because clearly somebody on the outside looked at that idea and looked at that word and said, hey, I'm gonna use this because shoot, that's she said it, like she did it or whatever, and it's working for her. So be mindful of any type of ideas you guys have before you bring it to the front. Go ahead and start advertising it. Like, basically put yourself in a position where you can trademark it, license it and stuff like that. Don't ever doubt yourself, because everything is public record. So you have to understand, once you put a name out there or some type of brand or something like that, be careful, because somebody will take that idea while you saying, hey, can I get your opinion? Don't get no opinions until you basically trademark it, unless it's like close family and friends that you know for a fact not going to act on it. But look at Shark Tank. You think that people going on there telling these people their ideas, hoping they'll help them out? You best believe they didn't already trademarked it, and and did that before they got on the show with millions of viewers. They could have took the idea and left with it. So that's definitely something to think about. And just to say, hey, get up on your shit's not it, because it's never too late. And it can really be doing it can really do damage for you in the long run. Okay, so next subject will be Kim Porter home broken into. And this is Diddy, the mother of his twins, and his son. This is the one Diddy was always bragging about. He loved Kim Porter. He said that she was his soulmate. Let's just keep it real. Soulmate, and you was still cheating. It's the lies for me. So he was consistently in and out of different relationships, even when Kim, was with him, and even when she was with Child. I think one time he was so low down and dirty, he started dating J Lo, and Kim Porter and J Lo was at the award ceremony. But Kim Porter was like in the background, and J Lo was the girl he had in the front line. So nevertheless, this is somebody that he has been with for years and known for years. She had passed away. I want to say a couple of years ago. She passed away from pneumonia, and therefore her house was broken into. And let's get into a clip.
Statement on the passing of Kim Porter, the mother of 3 of his children. The hip-hop mogul reacted to her death by posting a tribute video via Instagram on Sunday, November 18th. For the last 3 days, I've been trying to wake up out of this nightmare, he wrote in the caption, but I haven't. I don't know what I'm going to do without you, baby. I miss you so much. Today I'm going to pay tribute to you. I'm going to try and find the words to explain our unexplainable relationship. We were more than best friends. We were more than soulmates. We were on some other I miss you so much, Super Black Love. The footage shows Diddy and Kim Porter embracing, dancing, and discussing their relationship during a photo shoot for Essence magazine. SWV's When You Cry plays throughout the video. Kim Porter passed away last Thursday, November 15th, sparking an outpouring of condolences from the hip-hop community. She was only 47 years old. No cause of death has been determined. The Los Angeles County coroner called for an additional investigation, but no foul play is suspected. Porter was reportedly battling pneumonia in the weeks prior to her passing. So yeah, what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay up to date on all of our new videos.
Okay, that was a clip, and I'm pissed because that was not that was not the clip about them giving an update on her house being broken into and stuff like that. And let me just sum it up. Her house was broken into. And it was kind of weird and odd because the person that was over the house, like basically sitting at the house, I think it's a family member that still stays in that house. Of course, Diddy owns the house. They were saying the person who stays there was saying how nothing was missing, far as like, no TVs, no clothes, no jewelry. Only thing, it was just a lot of ramshack. Like somebody was looking for something. And just to let y'all in on something, it was already kind of was said that Kim Porter was writing a book, a tell-all book. And the thing about that tell-all book, let's just be honest, the only person that she ever dealt with was Al B. Shore and P. Diddy. Those was like the only 2 people that was known that she dealt with. And, Al B. Shore was so tore up, and he even came out and felt like that it was a murder that happened when it came down to Kim Porter. So therefore, it only leaves Diddy. And let's just be honest, a lot of rumors and speculation have always been around about all the stuff that Diddy was into and the people that he was attached to. And it's just like sickening to the point where if she would have wrote a book, he know that would have been a final straw. It's just weird to me how all these exes end up when they're in the process of writing the book about these multimillionaires and stuff like that, something always end up happening to them, like a suicide or it's a death or a sickness that they all of a sudden had came upon and just took them out. Because that's what happened to Floyd Mayweather, his first wife. Even though they wasn't together, but he had like at least 3 kids by her, and she was supposed to be doing a tell-all book. So therefore, I'm saying, next thing you know, she was found dead in her car, and they still have not really solved their murder or that incident. So it was weird because now he's trying to get basically get over her estate, like trying to make sure he's over her estate and stuff like that. So a lot of people were saying like, hey, is this a coincidence? Was somebody looking for something in her house, like that book or a flash drive or something that she probably could have put it up somewhere? Because I'm pretty sure that she did not hand that book over to Diddy. He probably did know that she was writing a tell-all book, and he probably tried to persuade her, but she probably was like, hey, I'm going to risk it at all. Because some people do get to that point where they just cannot live a certain type of lifestyle anymore, and they're willing to go ahead and take down the whole empire, even if that means taking down their self in the process, because they cannot sleep at night, or they cannot, just even have the same thoughts of living that type of lifestyle with these evil and corrupted people. So that's all of the hot topics for today. I hope you enjoy. Please, like, comment, share. Let me know what you thought about the show. Please give your opinions about the show. And if you would like, you can always leave a voicemail. If you are on Anchor, I would really appreciate it. They would really, make my day. Thank you so much. I love you guys. See you next time. Mwah.